The first Mantis is now in production. We've released the parts for the welding head, and the remaining structural parts are due to go into production in the coming weeks. We think that we'll be able to produce Mantis quite quickly. We've designed it from the ground up to be using a lot of off-the-shelf parts and some simple fabrications so that we can scale production quickly. We've already developed a lot of the software for Mantis in simulation, so we already have a working robot in simulation, and we're looking forward to getting the hardware ready and coupling the two things together and getting welding. The software is programmed using an application called Verbotics. Verbotics are another Australian tech company based over in Wollongong, and they've got a system that allows you to detect where welds need to be in a part and plan those welds. So for a designer, what that means is they'll use their existing CAD software to design their parts, whatever package they use, doesn't matter. They'll import that into Verbotics. Verbotics detects all the seams in the part and where the welds need to be. It plans those welds out and then communicates with our robot to issue the job to the robot. It's a really easy to use system, and it doesn't lock our customers in with any particular type of robot or workflow, which a lot of our customers are telling us that they've been burnt in the past, where they've sort of gone with one solution for a very niche product, and then they can't get staff that know how to use it. Our ideal customer for Mantis is someone who needs the flexibility of a customization, but are dealing with really large parts. So, for example, some of our customers we're speaking to, they make bridges. So if you're making a lot of one-off custom weldments for a bridge, you don't really want to invest in a really fixed bit of equipment that can only weld that one bridge, because you'll get that contract and then next year you'll have a different contract. So they're looking for flexibility, but they've got scale and they need something really large that can scale. The practical implementation of DST on Mantis is a little bit different to how it works on Hadrian, but the fundamentals are the same. At its core, we need to understand where the end effector of the robot is, so where the tool is. In this case, it's a welder. On the Hadrian, it's the brick. So we need to know where that is in three-dimensional space. In order to do that on Hadrian, we use a laser tracker to measure the Hadrian and then some other sensors around that. On Mantis, we have a laser scanner, which is scanning the weld, and that's actually able to detect the join between the two pieces of metal and where that is. And then we add on to that other sensor data that we gain. We have an accelerometer and a gyroscope inside a Mantis, as well as some other sensors on board Mantis, which when we merge, we fuse all of that information together, we're able to estimate where Mantis is and where it should be, and make a correction. Since launching Mantis, we've had a lot of inbound interest, and it's really galvanized our ideas and our philosophy behind this machine. We're seeing a lot of customers in the exact scenario that we've been in, where we've wanted to adopt more automation in their workshops, but the current systems are too inflexible and they're designed for really mass production of large volumes of parts. And they're not targeting customers who have more bespoke engineering needs. The really pleasing thing about the launch of Mantis is that all of the inbound we're getting, they're the biggest customers in their industries. These are big fish that have really big problems, that they are willing to invest in automation, and a lot of them have a track record of having invested in systems that haven't delivered. And they've looked at our track record and what Mantis is designed to do, and they think it's a fit for them. So that's really pleasing to see. That I think we've hit a market niche, and I'm really looking forward to getting the machines into their workshops. The incumbents are focused on the automotive industry, and they're generally focused on a lot smaller scale. So if you have a look at the largest robot manufacturers in the world, then most of their robots go into automotive factories, and they have chosen to continue working in that space because they don't have DST. Mark invented DST, and our application of DST onto Mantis is what unlocks the larger reach, and it's what's going to allow us to serve that niche.